I am keeping an eye on the radar as we're watching the first responders and the chainsaws get to work. I'm not seeing anything right now threatening on radar, but we will basically be watching the radar like a hawk the rest of the afternoon, because these storms can spin up and become severe and produce these funnel clouds under these conditions with very little warning. So we're just going to watch it like a hawk and turn on notifications. If you got the app, turn on notifications so that if you're out and about, you'll get it. And if you've got severe weather in your area, you can take action to keep your family safe. So once again, this is the aftermath of a tornadic thunderstorm that moved through northwest Harris County. It appears what we had is a funnel cloud at treetop level that has knocked down a whole lot of trees in the Klein area. And it's the downed trees that have caused damage on the ground and to homes and to cars and to businesses. We had a small building damage at Emergency Services District 11 in northwest Harris County. And now it's the chainsaws are out cleaning this up. And I think I'm going to echo the Klein Fire Chief's words a little earlier when he said we got lucky. We so far have been very lucky. This one knocked down some trees, but no injuries are reported, which is great news. Anytime you get a funnel cloud or tornado going through one of our heavily populated areas like northwest Harris County and no one gets injured, that's a stroke of luck, and we will take it. But like I said, we're going to continue to monitor the radar very carefully, and it may just be an afternoon where we have to break in a couple of times to let you know what's going on out there. Again, damage appears to be to property and trees. We have no reports of any significant injuries. Klein Fire Department Chief says no injuries reported. Good, very good. And now these guys are out there straining their backs with the chainsaws to get this cleaned up, because these trees have come down across roadways up there in the Klein area, and they've got to be cleared. You can see the radar on the left-hand side. Let's just leave it up as we're watching them do the cleanup. We'll go do a quick little radar tour. Big picture, strongest storms up here moving through the north side of Lake Livingston between Huntsville and Trinity. Not a severe storm, but that one's going to cross across the north side of Lake Livingston here over the next few minutes. Gusty wind, brief heavy rain. It's not severe for the moment. Zooming out northwest side, so here's Austin County. You can see a strong thunderstorm. This one right over Belleville. It is moving northeast, so Hempstead, Waller, that's moving in your direction. You guys will get a thunderstorm coming across your area soon. At the moment, not severe, not showing any significant signs of rotation. Those are the two strongest storms. What you also see as we zoom out is a line of storms to the west, and that is going to take the rest of the afternoon to push through. That line of thunderstorms coming into the west-northwest. So really from I-10 north, that's where we have the greatest threat for the next several hours, as this line of thunderstorms associated with a Pacific storm system, and this is a cold front that's going to push through. Once this pushes through, it will open the door to cooler weather. Let's walk through the forecast, the radar forecast for the rest of the afternoon. Here's where we stand now. We go into 4:30, and you can see it's the north side with the strongest threat for thunderstorms as the broken line of storms comes through. This is 6 p.m. We'll still be monitoring the radar. We'll still be under a tornado watch at 6 p.m. Strong thunderstorms possible from I-10 north through Spring and the Woodlands and Huntsville and up to Montgomery. There's 7:30. You can see this line is just going to take its sweet time coming through, and with the conditions favorable, we could still see an isolated severe thunderstorm. We go into 10 o'clock. May see a strong line of storms across the Houston area, up and down the I-59-69 corridor by 10 o'clock. So this is a slow-moving line. By 1 a.m., pushing into the coastal counties, and then finally off the coast after 3 o'clock, and by 5 a.m., we're done. And that should begin the process of opening the door to some cooler weather coming in, which will be welcome. So once again, we remain under a tornado watch until 7 o'clock. The severe threat specifically for folks along the I-10 corridor and northward, that's the area outlined in yellow. Straight line wind damage, isolated tornado, hail threat, all there now through 7 o'clock. And again, here is the official tornado watch from the Weather Service until 7 p.m. this evening. As I said, we'll be monitoring the radar carefully, and this is what we were doing this morning when this tornado popped up just after lunchtime. Monitoring the radar carefully right now, not seeing any signs of rotation with these storms across the north and west side, but that can change very quickly, and so we'll be ready to break in if that becomes necessary, if we get another one of these tornadic thunderstorms. But right now things have settled down. And, you know, as we lose some of the heating of the day, you know, especially get into 6, 7 o'clock, hopefully the threat will indeed begin to diminish. You're looking at damage on the right-hand side. What we had is a funnel cloud just skip across the treetops in northwest Harris County. And that has brought down several trees and cracked the tops of several trees off. They've come down. They've caused damage to roof and cars. So far, no reports of any injuries, which is great news, but people are busy with the chainsaws out there.